Hello everyone, welcome back to video 8 of this video series. Today we'll be continuing our Tinkercad thing that we left off from last time. So last time we stopped at T and I, so we'll go on from there. So it's pretty much repetitive. You just find the letter through here, you make sure the letter is white, you move it up to 14, and then you drag it to the center. It's quite repetitive. So we can just go like that, and then put it as white. Now we can find the K. So the K would be here. Good thing K is already white for us, I think it is. I'm not actually sure. I'll double check later. I'll double check after I adjust this. But remember, if these little buttons are getting in your way, you can either zoom in, or you can click outside and then just drag and click, so you don't have to like highlight it so none of the buttons show up, but you can also move it. Now it's gray. So now it's white. Now we have E. So E is blue, so then that means we have to switch colors. Move this up to 14. The reason why I'm moving up to 14 is so that it kind of connects. So like, as you can see, it kind of goes inside the, it kind of goes inside the cube. Now you might be thinking, well, wouldn't the 3D printer be jammed or something? Well, in this case, it would be considered a whole object, and this is good because let's just say if during a print if the machine thinks that the E is floating because it's at 15 and it's not like precise, if the E is floating, it won't actually print correctly, and then there goes the entire print. So it's safer to make your object a lot thicker and then move it down a bit so it connects. So it's a guaranteed connection. That's just a habit that I have. Maybe you might think it's fine to put at 15. It's all up to you, but I would suggest moving it inside so it's a lot easier, and then make sure it's a lot more stable. So then we can move this up by a bit, and then there you go. So now we have the R done, we can do the rest. So we have C. C is up here, which is yellow. So we can, oops. Alright, and then we can, move this over here to the middle, make sure this is a white color. Now we have A. A is right here. I mean, I guess you can just kind of move it, like, right inside the thing. But, you're gonna move it anyways after, so might as well just keep it in there. And then you have D. D would be, like, right there. And then, boom. Now we have this done. Now we have to, now I have to adjust them so they actually match. I guess this is the same process as we did last time. So orientate them to the center. Now you might be able to find a faster way, but this is just my way. I'm not sure. If you guys do find a faster way, then as long as it gets the same results, just free feel to use. I'm not limiting you to this one method. Yep. So you can go like that. The align method is it's a really useful tool, to be honest, because if you really want to be precise in your things, this is something that will greatly help you. Like, no matter what, it will help you a lot. So I guess now we can align, and then there we go, and then The height we should not really care about. And in this case, I feel like we should take out the bottom shapes, only because we have to do this row, and then we can align it, make sure it's all like straight and balanced out. And then, oops, make sure this one's straight and balanced out as well. There we go. And then we can just make the bot, so we can press this, go to front, make sure we move that a bit up. Highlight the entire bottom row, and then group them all together. Now that we're done with this, so this would be your Tinkercad thing, and that's pretty much it. That'd be the end of your Tinkercad thing. Keep in mind the things that we use first. For boxes, we used the basic shapes. We weren't able to use the holes yet, and I'll explain later on if you want to use the holes. But yeah, oh yeah, also a finishing touch that you really want to do when you're like done with your entire project. Make sure you might be thinking, I'll just press Control A and press Control G, but then let's just say if you want to separate them, like one day you wanted to, I want to edit this, and then you separate them, and you have like let's say if you're making a plane, there's a bunch of pieces, and you didn't group them into like wings and then wheels. Like one day you separate them all just to move a tiny function, and then here comes out 1,000 shapes, and then you accidentally move one away, and then you're screwed. So in my case, I put the blocks as one whole group, and I put all the letters in one whole group, and then I group them both together. This is, well, as I said before, as a demo. Say if I just want to move the letters, I don't want to move the blocks, press ungroup, and there we go. We have the letters as one whole group, and then we have the blocks as one whole group, instead of each individual one being like all different. So make sure you always group up your projects when you're done, because they can be very useful in that case, so that if you were to ever accidentally move around, if you're, say you want to open this just to print it out later on, and then you accidentally move one like letter away, you don't have to spend hours readjusting that letter. And you might be thinking, well, it's just one letter, it's fine. But if you're making like a plane, or like just, it's like that one little bar, and then you accidentally move it away, it will take quite a long time to get it back and to get into original position. You could use Control Z, but then again, sometimes it doesn't work, or Tinkercad malfunctions. So it's just a lot better to be safe and make sure you keep your stuff. So the tools that we used were grouping, and then multicolor. Remember, if it's not multicolor, it would always become a selected color. But when it is multicolor, it just goes back to its original color. We used the boxes, and then we used the text and numbers, where we found all the letters for Tinkercad. We switched out the letters into white, and then we multicolored them. Then to arrange them into like a perfect like shape, or like rows, we used align, and then we used group to finish them off, and that's about it. So that's it for today's video. See you guys next time in the next video. Bye.